I'm Paul Day, Senior Support Officer at CABA, and my role is to support clients with their financial well-being and debt advice. So well-being is a concept that many of us are familiar with, and it's commonplace for firms to support their employees with their well-being. Traditionally, this might take the form of physical well-being or emotional well-being, but one idea that's gaining traction is the need to support people with their financial well-being. So what actually is financial well-being? Financial well-being is a sense of security and the knowledge that you have enough money to meet your needs. It's about feeling in control of your day-to-day finances and being able to make the financial choices to allow you to enjoy your life. Financial well-being is a subject that's often overlooked because of how taboo it is to talk about money. There's a misconception about it that it is only for people with six-figure salaries or extensive portfolios in stocks and shares, but that simply isn't the case. Financial matters are something that involve all of us. We know that financial well-being is important to people's mental and emotional health. Citizens Advice found that 74% of people who have had financial and debt difficulties have experienced mental health issues, and over half have had panic attacks. We also know that money and debt issues have a profound effect on personal relationships and can cause a strain with partners, family, or friends, isolating people from support systems when they might need them the most. We're also seeing increasing evidence that this is having an impact on businesses. CIPD Research shows that the number one cause of stress in employees is money issues, and this can have a negative impact on productivity in the form of poor job performance and inability to concentrate and absenteeism. Typically, older employees tend to be very concerned about their financial future, particularly in the way of their pension provision. They're worried about when and indeed whether they are able to retire, and some are concerned that they will have to continue working indefinitely. Another group is young people. They may feel financially excluded, they may be excluded from the expensive housing market, and they may be in rented accommodation that they're struggling to afford, and particularly they might feel socially isolated if their social activities have been curtailed by an inability to afford them. And lastly, another group that might experience poor financial well-being is parents, particularly first-time parents. They are experiencing an increase in expenses. They may be trying to plan for their children's financial future, and they're now experiencing higher costs in the form of childcare and child activities, and the costs are beginning to mount. It may be worth long-term setting up an employee financial well-being program. So this could include asking an expert from your pension provider to come in and talk to staff about their pension provision. It could be looking into group income protection insurance or group life insurance. It could be asking local businesses if they do employee discounts at places like restaurants or gyms. It could even just be something as simple as providing employees information on the free resources that are already out there. The best way to be more money mindful is to have a look at creating a budget and putting some time weekly aside to have a look over money and finances. There are all sorts of free budgeting spreadsheets and apps out there, so play around and find one which works best for you. It's very important to consider one-off items of expenditure that might be upcoming too, such as your car's MOT, or perhaps you might have a friend's wedding coming up. It's also worth having a look at your pension provision. It's never too late to start planning, and nor is it too early. Aside from practical money advice, we do provide emotional support, and not just for you, but also for your family as well, because we know the impact that money troubles has on family and interpersonal relationships. So we offer non-judgmental, confidential, and supportive debt advice, regardless of your circumstances, and we do not judge the circumstances that may have led you to get into this position in the first place. The thing about money issues is that it's important to tackle it sooner rather than later, so it's important not to bury your head in the sand and reach out and ask for help. If you recognise yourself in this situation, you can always contact CABA. Our website is there at caba.org.uk, or you can phone us on 01788 556 366 on our 24-hour number.